The showcase of the best players in the NFL is coming up as Las Vegas welcomes the Pro Bowl for the first time. The stars of the AFC and NFC are ready to shine. Next on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. It is always exciting to see the very best the NFL has to offer all in one place. And we have that here this afternoon as we welcome you to Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, it's the Pro Bowl. You never really know what to expect, so I guess I'll ask you, what do you expect?
Well, in recent years, it has turned into an absolute offensive explosion, hasn't it? Games in the 50s are not out of line. What you're hoping is that some of these great defenders have a chance to adjust and react and maybe narrow that down a little bit. But I will say, this game is tilted heavily towards the offense's advantage.
Set to go. It's the NFL's annual showcase. The 2023 Pro Bowl is underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out comes the NFC for their opening drive. They will be led out by their now 44-year-old quarterback playing in his 22nd NFL season. Unbelievable. The great Tom Brady.
And no doubt about it, it was a banner year for quarterbacks in the NFC. A number of guys could very well have been selected for this. But I thought he stood out. I thought he found a way to separate himself from the pack. And he's been rewarded as the starting quarterback in the Pro Bowl. Definitely the right choice in my book.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line. But I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 15 now. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Brady. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. And it's second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field, despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This is McCaffrey on the give. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And did he get the feet down? No. Mike Zimmer staring down our referee. He's upset. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the decision to throw the flag winds up being a correct decision for Mike Zimmer. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here now the AFC for their first drive. They're led by the NFL's MVP in 2018 and also MVP of Super Bowl 54 in his 5th season. It's Patrick Mahomes.
I know he's not showing it on the outside, but inside, he's got to be celebrating because think about all the quarterbacking we saw in the AFC this year. 5 or 6 guys could have earned this honor. He got the nod, a real feather in his cap.
They run on first down with Henry, but the hole evaporates quickly as he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Second down, they go again with Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they're going to go with the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Mahomes to his KC teammate Kelsey for the AFC first. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This will go to Henry out wide. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Mahomes to throw once more. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Odell Beckham, 31 yards. And the AFC is an extra point away from tying this game up. And the QB rating right now sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with an AFC touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Throwing is Brady on third down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
These two teams all tied after one. Henry again on second down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards it.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. The left side caught by Diggs. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The NFC offense heading back onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, and it's 3rd down. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Able to slither by. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now in this first half of the Pro Bowl.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Now a 2nd down and 6. Now Brady. He finds Hopkins complete. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins. 31 yards. And the NFC has broken the tie. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's finished off by an NFC touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The AFC thus far on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up up at halftime. I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Mahomes' throw here taken in by Gesicki.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And again, it's Mahomes.
A check down here for Henry.
Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Butker's kick here is good.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The NFC takes possession here late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
Throwing on first down is Brady.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
Call it no gain there on the first down play. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. The final shot before half for Brady. And this one is incomplete. So we have come upon halftime of this Pro Bowl with the NFC on top of the AFC. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for our visitors in the first half. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for our home team, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The AFC offense now set to start this 3rd quarter.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
It's a gain for 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. Now the NFC heading out for their first drive of the second half. On play action, now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. A turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's McCaffrey.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And the NFC punt team out there now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The AFC about ready to take over on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach.
First throw now for the backup, Allen. That's out to Chubb, complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
That's a gain of 4.
Allen going to throw. It's caught, Beckham. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now Allen. Caught by Allen. He finds some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the AFC has taken the lead. This is McCaffrey. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
To throw, it's Brady. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Cheetah Bale, and it's a fumble. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this 3rd quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this.
Let's go, baby.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
23-yard line.
2nd down at 5.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It's the AFC with the football and the lead as we begin quarter number 4. The AFC thus far on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Mike Vrabel saw him on the sideline. He didn't even hesitate. They will go for it on 4th. Allen. Complete. It's Henry. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll buy some time. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Brian Burns able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
2nd and 11 now. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The AFC thus far on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he's going to bring this one back for an NFC touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play, and if you get one, you really look terrific in this game.
Now Prater to add the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The AFC offense making their way back out. And one thing you'd like to see in a Pro Bowl, a competitive contest. We've got that just like the last 2 seasons, a one-score game as we play here in the 4th.
What I'd love to know, what's the discussion on the sidelines of both teams right now? Because, you know, it's an exhibition-type game, but as you said, as competitive as it is now, these guys are going to want to win. There may be some guys who sub some guys out, trying to get back on the field and trying to help their team win down the stretch.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Allen now looks to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The NFC about ready to set up shop offensively. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now, and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them, and they'll have to live with that for the rest of the year.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. Christian McCaffrey. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the NFC adds on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point good by Prater, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 11, 1:46 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Allen. And that is incomplete. 2nd and 10. Allen. Into the hands of Beckham. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Allen, finding Allen.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
To Henry.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 24 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing is Allen.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. Looking for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He was trying to go back to Beckham there. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll make it 3rd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And, boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now Allen, got to have this one. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Henry. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And, oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.